Hello everyone, I created this, and this just using my local AI running on my PC. And you can also create these. So let's get started. Welcome back. So this is my fourth video in the series all about AI. We have been talking about, all about local LLM, running it on your local PC, having almost like near about 8 to 12 GBs of your GPUs. Okay, so now what's the next is that today we will be running one of the AI model and we will be linking it to the VS Code. So I would request you all to please like and subscribe my channel. This motivates me a lot. So as you can see here in the previous video, we have loaded Gemma4 with 12 billion parameters, and it is able to respond and give various kinds of answers to all of your questions. And this is the programming part, so it also stands well for your day-to-day programming. So why not link this to your VS Code? And instead we are paying lots of subscription, why not use your local machine and get the most out of it? So in the GitHub Copilot, we pay subscription around like $100 a year, and the cursor also charges, or even the other over in India also, though the amount is less, but still you have to pay some amount. So let's use our, the LM Studio, use our machine the very well, and let's get started. So first of all, we will talk about picking up the best coding model. So at the point of recording this video, for my system, Gemma4 12B, with which I'm using a quant model over here, QAT model, is performing well. It's the balance between the reasoning as well as the speed also. So I will be selecting this model, but you can go with other like Qwen3.5. Even you can go with Qwen 2.5 Coder. And I have also tried Qwen 3.6 27B. It is good and awesome. It did give me the best results as compared to Gamma 4 because it has definitely 27 billion parameter, but it is too slow. So I will show you with Gamma 4 12B, and this is gonna be very interesting video. Let me load the model over here. So once you load the model over here, what you can do is you have to start the server here. So currently the status is stopped. So let me click on this, and you can see here the status is turning out to be starting. So once the model has been loaded and the server has started, you will get the URL over here. So we have to use this URL later in our VS Code. So let us do one thing. Let me quickly jump to the VS Code. So this is my VS Code, and in this section now we will learn how to integrate LM Studio, whatever the model you have loaded, and link that to our chat. So if you see over here, the VS Code already has inbuilt chat integrated to it. If you get the VS Studio, VS Code latest one, you will get an icon over here. Just click over here. Okay. And then once you click over here, you will see the agents, you will see the models over here. So when I click on model, it is asking me to sign in to use Copilot. So Copilot is the cloud version, which I don't want, which we don't want. We want our local version. So the best thing is we have to bring up our, in order to use that local model, what we have to do is we have to click here in manage. We have to go in command palette, and then you have to search for chat. And this inside chat, there is something called manage the models. We will be looking for that manage language model. So let me manage language models. So we have to click on it. Once you click on it, we can add click on the add models button, and you will see the lot other models which have been listed already there. So we have a Google, we have OpenAI. For all these we need API keys. So if you have already API key for it, once you subscribe to that model, you get an API key. You can directly use it or integrate that model over here. uh, we will also in the next coming videos we will also use Olama, but currently let's stick to our local one. So you have to click on custom endpoint. So it is asking for confirming, so I pressed an enter. At this moment, since I'm using it local, I don't have an API key, but it need not to be. You can also create an API key. So I have switched to my this LM Studio. In the server settings, if you click on require authentication, just toggle it on, and then you can click on manage tokens, and you can create a new token from here. You can rename, you can give any name to your test token, and you can create a token out of it. But currently I'm not keeping any key here, and let me turn it off again. So jumping back here, I don't have an value for API key. I will just press enter, and you can click here chat completion. So here you will get a JSON file where it will be asking you few details. So it's very simple. You just mention here something like LM model. So it will help you to modify, to get the name listed over there in the chat window. Like you can select the various model, and then URL I was talking about. You can get this URL from here. I will click copy, and here I have pasted this. Here is all about the max input token and max output tokens. This is talking about the context. So this has also to do with the context of model you have loaded. Okay. So let me quickly save it, close it. And once you do save it, after that you will get a LM Studio over here. You can see here LM Studio is selected by default, and always you can change here by clicking and right click here, open in language model, and you can always change it whenever is required, whatever is required. So let me quickly jump back to my LM Studio over here. So you can see here currently I have loaded Gemma4 12B with 64K context length. So this is your actual context length, not the one you are seeing over here. Okay, here the context size is 144K, but your actual context length will be one what you have configured while loading your model. So you can play it around. In my previous video, in the third video, I have talked much about the offloading, GPU offloadings, the flash attentions, the KV cache. Okay, quickly moving on to VS Code. So I have been using this various model. So, but I also wanted to show you, how the model behaves in the chat and how it feels like to be using it, whether it gives you the same behavior when you are using the your cloud subscription or not. So what we can do is we can always click here and we can go with new window, and let me elaborate it. I just wanted to be start from scratch. So let me delete it. So I don't want anything to be there. so you guys can have a complete experience from the scratch. So let us build something a different project. So why not help me build to do list in JavaScript. Okay. Let's start with a very simple prompt, and then we will, as the UI will come up, we will tweak it more. Meanwhile, let me open my task manager, and you can see here the model is loaded in the GPU, and also the KV cache is loaded in the memory as per my settings. And here you can see the planning phase. And here it's asking me, would you like to build a web-based to-do list using HTML CSS that runs in browser, or a command line node-based? So yes, help me build web-based to-do list. So this is the agent is helping me to plan it out. And once you are okay with the plan, so it will write a complete code structure for you. And you can see the speed is pretty good. You will not feel the difference, the one you are using with a cloud. So this is asking me that there is no new directory, or there is no directory already created. Yes, I have not created any directory, like I always wanted you to, show you from the scratch. So you have to click on allow. Once you click on allow, it will create a directory for you. And after that, it will create all the required files. It will coming up soon. Okay. Meanwhile, if I jump to this, my LM Studio, you can see here the speed and how many tokens are getting generated at a given particular time. You have the complete developer logs over here. So this also helps you to analyze how the model is behaving, how fast the model is behaving, how much the memory it is taking, whether you can tweak it more, how much context length you can increase by seeing all this, going to the task manager. So this helps you to, optimize your model also. Quickly jumping over here. So here, so it's just similar to that. It is asking you whether you want to allow the changes or not to your file, whether you want to keep the changes or not. Okay, it is creating the index file. Now it is creating style. It has also created a style.css file. It has created script.js also. Great. Cool. So somewhat it might have created a folder. Let me see whether, yeah. So what I see, or what I feel, is it did created the HTML and all. So help me run the index.html file. Okay, one more important thing. While I was, using in my previous project, it will store the session only when you save this workspace. Once you save the workspace, it will start storing the session also. So in the previous, you have seen that my session was lost. So the thing is only that why it was lost, that it has started it from the scratch. What I would have done is that I would have saved the, this workspace. So you can always go and always you can save the workspace. So you can see here, it has just created a to-do list. Let me add a task. Okay. Create a video on LLM Studio. Great. It's a small one. And it also has a delete functionality. Okay. It is getting deleted also. So why not do one thing? Help me out. What all new features I can add to this? So here now I'm asking like what all new features I can add to this. Let me bring this screen a little bit to my left. So it has figured out what all different, things that we can bring it. See here, core functionality enhancement, organizing and filtering, and third is the user experience. And it is also giving me, about the advanced features. So why not add something here? So here, core functionality enhancement. Let me ask him, copy, can you add the listed above? And so yes, it has taken well whatever the core functionality enhancement it has listed above, it has taken that one, and now it is updating the script.js. So don't you think that this is intuitive? This is what you need your local LLM to behave like. You don't need a cloud subscription. You don't have to pay that, that $200 subscription, or even like whatever the subscriptions you are paying for a cloud. I understand one thing you might miss is that since this model is little bit, it may get older, but you will always have an option to keep downloading the latest model. And I'm sure that the companies like big companies like this will keep on launching or releasing the latest model. We will wait for some more time, and meanwhile I would like you to please subscribe my channel. We can talk more about different models, what you have been using for your system or for your that application, what model suits you best. We can talk about that. You can also you know ask a question about how to better we can create some more videos which will help you to us to bring some more things on the plate. Like this was completely one thing which I was you know in need of, that if I have a good system, I have a good build for my gaming, why don't I use it for my programming also? So it has done it, so why not go to and play this? Okay, help me run the index.html. So I think it's already over here, and it's great. So here it is adding for clear all, add a new task. Task 1. Oh, great. Task 2. Okay. So checkbox marks that it has been completed. Then you can delete. Okay. Hello app. Structuring. Okay. It will clear all. Here we are having some alignment issue. So why don't we do one thing? I see some. Can you fix it? Okay. Oh, great. It is looking into this CSS file and even in the script file. So that's the thing. So here also you can see here, this is my context window. Currently 23.9K has been used. And you can always see the messages, the file, the user context, what all percentage has been used. So it's pretty similar to what you have been using as a cloud or any other, cloud-based AI. Okay, let me check whether it's able to do or not. Fix the UI. I would have done one more thing. I would have, just taken the screenshot of it and I would have pasted it. So I was trying that, but mm, but somehow like I am recording this using my snipping tool. So the taking image at the same time was not possible. So at the next time, I will try some other screen recording tool. Okay, it's analyzing. It says that I have fixed the alignment issues. Let me refresh the browser. Nope, I don't see. Nope. And nope, it's not coming up. So something has broken again. Okay. So you can say that something has broken. Working at all, and neither the alignment issue is. Okay. Meanwhile, this takes some time to get resolved. I just wanted to, give you a brief like how good the local model is. So let me quickly, open some existing project which I have done it. Let me open recent. So I have created a calculator also using this Gemma only, and this is behaving pretty well. Although this took some time to create and rectify, initially I was getting some issues, okay, but everything got resolved. And yes, Gemma was able to fix all the issues. Okay, so you can see it's a basic thing. Even I tried the same calculator thing using, Qwen also. I wanted to show you that also. Okay, yes. So you can see here, Qwen created a very good looking calculator as compared to Gemma. It may be one of the reason that it is having a good parameters. If Gemma also has, I will be using if 30B Gemma model, it will behave very good. But again, the Qwen 3.6 was slower. It was much slower. It took a lot of time. And at this point, like, you will be saying that it better to use Claude. Okay. But it's not like that. What I found that if you have a good configuration and somewhat if you can compromise with your time, you can definitely build some good application. If not, you can always debug it. So this is behaving literally good. So so this is behaving literally good. And this feature in Qwen was so good that I don't have to, give much prompt to Qwen also. This was the first prompt that it has to clear all the, the previous operands and operators. I didn't had to say all this, but in Gemma, I have to mention it particularly. So if I would have, if my session would have been stored, I would have shown you all the chats. But at that time, I was not having this idea that how to save my. So, so let me cancel. Sorry, let me do one thing. Okay, please continue. So model is apologizing also for the error. It seems I had trouble matching the exact text, and it has figured out what's the issue is. I just wanted to, show you guys like whether it's able to. The video is getting too long. I just wanted to show you that whether it is able to fix the issue or not. So at the end of the day, whether this 12B model is working fine or not. So what I have found is yes, it takes time to figure it out, but it does the job. It do the job what you have been looking for. So we will wait for some more time. And this time, if it is not able to do, no worries. I assure you that it works because I have shown you the previous project also. It has worked, but it hallucinates sometime. It needs some prompting. It needs some more context. Like if I would have provided the screenshot, it would have done it better way. So there is much to learn. Keep subscribing. I will bring a lot onto your plate. Okay. So adding the task. Okay. Now adding the task feature is working now, but CSS is still the issue. Rate. Great, great. So what I will do is I will post at the last whether it worked or not, just a screenshot. Okay. At this moment, I'm stopping my video. Let me know in the comments like what next thing you want to know about the local LLM. It is a series of all about AI, which we focus on doing everything AI on your local system. There is a lot to come. Please do subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye. So finally, the issue is fixed. So it took a multiple attempts, and I have asked also why it took a multiple, attempt to fix this. So it has, given me the breakdown of what has happened. So that's all. You can see that a 12 billion parameter model, which is just as small as 7 GB, is able to build this. I think this is quite, good job. I think it has been done. So you can see that it is working fine. And if your system is capable to run at least 26p or 30p, I think it is pretty good. It is pretty good for a mid-level, you know, of programming, debugging, or creating an application from a scratch. So it's a good helping hand. So saying thank you all. Thank you all. I just wanted to thank you all to be at last with me. It took a while. The video is almost more than 30 minutes. So I will keep you posted. Subscribe. Lot many things has to come. And this is how we learn. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again.